Hello everybody, this is 0xD4Y and I'll be showing you how to hack any Flash player game. One of the games that I used to play a lot was this game called Swords and Sandals 2. Played it about like 10 years ago all the time, and I used to go on this website called Hacked Games where you could just get any kind of perk that you wanted for free and just get like as if whenever you had a skill point, you could just increase your skill points and not have any kind of repercussions of doing that. And I've always wanted to know how that kind of thing is done. And I recently figured out how to do stuff like that, and I wanted to show it to all of you. So one of the things that you'll need to perform this kind of hack is BurpSuite. So this is the BurpSuite tool. This is one of the tools that you're going to need. It's completely free. I'll put a download link in the description. Another link is this Decompiler. You'll need that because you're going to be decompiling SWF files. I'll get into that later. It sounds complicated, but it's not complicated. So this is one of the other tools that you're going to need. And for that specific tool, you're going to need this file called playerglobal.swc. This playerglobal.swc file is going to be put into this program right here. You just got to go to settings, click on advanced settings, and then click on paths. And wherever you downloaded that playerglobal.swc file, you just put that in right here by first clicking on this folder, navigating to it, and then you put it in there. I just downloaded this one, the 15.0, because that just corresponds to this 15.0 version of JPEXS. I'll also put this in the description. And this is just the download link for this JPEXS thing. So everything is free. You can easily download it and do it yourself. Okay, so here's this game, Swords and Sandals 2. I'll just first show you how it looks before you hack it, and then I'll show you after. I'll put chapters in this video, so if you don't want to see how it looks before, you can just skip. So anyways, I'm going to play the game here. So it's loading the game info, and that's actually an important part that we're going to be intercepting later. Okay, then we just click play, create new gladiator. We have 9 skill points to start out with. Every time we increase our skill, we get 1 less skill point. Okay, let's just put it all in strength. And just click check to start the game. So there's all this intro. It's not that important. You fight this guy called Fearful Prisoner. Then you just kind of defeat him. Look at the fact that we start with 30 health points and 110 mana. So when we hack this game, we're going to want to start off with more points than that, and maybe even start off with a higher level than just level 1. So we defeated him. We received 2,500 gold, and we're now level 2, and we get 4 skill points to put into our skill sheet. So we just increase it there, press check, and day 1, glorious freedom. An important thing to note is don't do any of this stuff, if it's illegal. What I'm showing you right now is completely legal, and it should not be used for any kind of illegal purposes. Anyways, so let's go to this armory. We can just get a breastplate. Note how when we hover over this item, it says on the top left there, this item is demo locked. So somehow the game is realizing that this is just the demo version, and because of that, it's not letting us buy stuff like this or anything that's really good and that looks kind of cool. It's not letting us buy it. Okay, so that's just kind of how the game looks like. You have an arena, you have stats and all of that. Look at how we're level 2. We have 126 out of 480 experience, and we're 5'6", 180 pounds. All right, we can change all of that quite easily. So first thing we're gonna have to do is clear the cache. And the reason that's important is because right now in our cache is the SWF file. And all that stands for is small web format. And it's just an Adobe Flash file that was used for a whole bunch of Flash games like this one. So what we're going to want is to modify it to make us instantly like level 50 or something. Okay, so we go to our cache, click on Preferences. Then I'll just type in cache over here. And here we are, clear data. I'm going to clear all of this. And just before I refresh this page, I want to intercept it using Foxy Proxy. So I'm going to want to turn on BurpSuite. This is also another like really nice extension to have on Mozilla Firefox. You just install it using the extension navigator thing on Firefox. So you can just click on options and add your own. There's a lot of blogs and videos on how to set up Foxy Proxy in BurpSuite. So I will not go over that. Okay, so let's put on. Actually, before we do that, we cleared the cache. So let's just reload the page here. Now, before clicking on play game, because remember, after we click on play game, that's when the SWF file is served. Let's intercept it. Let's put our BurpSuite on so that all of the traffic goes through port 8080, which I configured to be BurpSuite. I'll turn on intercept to intercept any kind of responses. And I'll click on play game. So after clicking on play game, we're performing a GET request on this file, w.wasm. It's not that important. Now we just click on forward, and this is the SWF file that we were talking about. So it's 29.swf. So now a really important part is because we're doing all of this client side, it's important to intercept the response to this quest because we're going to be performing a GET request to get this SWF file. So after we click forward, the server is sending us the SWF file. So this is why we want to intercept that response. Here is the compiled SWF file. This is it. All of this. So what I'm going to do is copy this to a file. I'll call it sandals2.swf and I'll save it. And I'll go here. And there it is. There's the sandals.swf. If we do a files on this, it says that it's just data. And then the reason it's data and not seen as some kind of special SWF file is because of all of this data. Here is where the SWF file starts. So let's delete all of this until we get to that part. Okay, here we go. Now if we perform the same command on it, it will say that it's a Macromedia flash data. Okay, so now we're going to put this into JPEXS. File, open, sandals2.swf. Okay, so now it's decompiled. When hacking any kind of Flash player game, you're going to get the scripts kind of folder, and this is where the real meat of the game is. This is what you're going to want to be looking for. So there's all these different buttons. Remember this checkmark button that was in the game? Well, there's many different checkmark buttons in the game depending on what kind of function it does. There's one for buying an item. There's one for just saying yes or no to what kind of name you want. So let's look at like what these buttons do. We press on plus. What happens when we release? So this is a button for game over. Whenever you die, there's this checkmark button. You click on it, game over. Your character's erased and whatnot. Now here's the 720 button, and with hacking video games, you just got to be really persistent, looking at all of these different buttons, seeing what looks really nice. The 720 button is interesting in particular because we have a leveled up function here, and it tells us what happens whenever we level up. So when we level up, we go from level 1 to level 2 because of this +1 here. Well, let's not wait until we level up. Let's go straight to level 50. Or let's say level 49, right below 50. Let's go straight to level 49. That way we don't have to wait till we level up. And here is the variable for your level. Okay, so let's just put that straight up here at the start. We click on Edit Action Script. And let's put it right here. Root game, hero level, let's make us level 49. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let's just save this. Okay. Let's look at some other buttons. I'm just going down here to look at so many more buttons. Here's another check. Here's a plus, which if you remember in the character sheet, this is what our skill points were about. And whenever we hit that plus, our strength went up by 1, but our skill points went from, I think we started at 9, then it went to 8, and every single time we pressed the plus, we got less and less points. That's because of this minus equals. If we change that to plus equals, then instead of losing a skill point every single time we click on that plus button, we instead gain a skill point. And how about instead of gaining just 1 strength, we gain 100? That would be fun. Okay, let's do that. Let's see, we got a minus. That's not that interesting. Another plus. What's this other plus about? Well, this other plus is about our agility, our speed. Okay, I'll just do the same thing. And I mean, you could do the same thing for all of these different skill points. I've done it before, and I will send a link in the description as well of my GitHub, which will have the hacked version of the SWF. And it will have something like this for every single skill. I'm not going to show it in this video, but you get the idea how to do it. You just go here, click on plus, change that, and so forth. So, okay, we have that. Another thing, if you remember, there was a demo thing. We couldn't buy armor because it was part of, we're in a demo and we don't have the full version. So what we can do is click on Tools, Text Search, and let's see where in this code is this demo. Where is it saying that we are in demo mode? So these are all the different places in the code where the word demo appears. I've already done this before, so I can tell you that here is really where it's saying that we are in demo mode. We are in global.game mode demo. You can see, like here, for example, where is it? Here. Bubble text, sorry friend, the tournament name is locked in the demo version. If tournament number and global name equals demo. Okay, so what does it look like in the full version of the game? Let's see where that might appear. If global game mode is demo equals demo, then that's just demo mode. But what is the full version? What's the word that we use for that? So I'm just gonna go here and see where it says something like full. There we go. Global game mode equals full. So we verified that whenever we put global game mode equals full, that means full version. Okay, so let's just go back here. And let's change this word to full. Edit action script. and type in full. Okay. Let's see what else. So we changed the strength. Let's see where we can put gold, because we started off with, I think, like 2,500, something like that. So let's find where gold is. So let's do this, type in gold. And we see tons of different options. Let's click on this one. And here is our gold. This is the variable. Root game.hero gold pieces is the variable that we're looking for. And let's just give ourselves a ton of money. So we saw that 720 is where the game kind of starts. So let's just put right here at the start of the game 1337 gold. So now when we start the game, we should have that much gold. Okay, and I think that looks good. I don't know if I want to do anything else. I think this was also an interesting button. You need to distribute all of your skill points before continuing. Let's change stat points greater than 0 to, I don't know, something huge, so we never get that text. Okay, I think that's good. Let's just save this here. Then what we'll do is this request, instead of having this compiled SWF running on our client side, let's have our hacked version. So to do that, I'm going to just cut this using Control X. I'm going to delete everything here, paste back what I cut, and click on Paste from File. First I right-clicked on BurpSuite, then clicked on Paste from File, and then click sandals2.swf. It's just loading here because I think it was like a 2 megabyte file or something like that. Okay, let's forward this and turn off intercept. You don't need to intercept anything anymore. And let's see if our hack worked. Let's see if it worked. So create new gladiator. Okay, as soon as we clicked strength, we gained 100 strength and we gained a skill point. Okay, so now we're so big that our head isn't even on the screen. Same thing here, gains 100, and anyways, you could do the same thing with attack, defense, all of that. Okay, I'll put the rest right here. Let's just go here. This is just the intro again. It says we're level 1, which means our other code did not get executed yet. But we start off with 170 health instead of, I think it was 110 before or something like that. And we just did 603 damage on that person. We have leveled up to level 50. Okay. And now, doesn't show how much gold we have. What if you go to the armory? We have 1337 gold. And let's see if we're still in demo mode. We are not, because when we hover over this, it no longer says we have to be in demo mode to buy this. So we can now buy cool looking armor. Now let's buy this one. Okay, well, there's that. That was easy. Okay, so you get the idea. So you could do this with any kind of Flash game. I know that Flash games are not really served anymore because of their vulnerabilities. Like in 2011 alone, there were 63 vulnerabilities. There's also buffer overflow vulnerabilities, some RCE, which is remote code execution vulnerabilities. That's the worst. And there's also denial of service attacks, all kinds of different attacks that were performed due to vulnerabilities of Adobe Flash. But in any case, as you can see, that doesn't mean it's dead, that there's no more SWF files served by servers anymore. It could even work within emulators, which is what I demonstrated here. So anyways, thank you for watching. Remember, don't do anything illegal. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Bye.